Welcome back to the Atlantis channel, where we dive deep into the depths of your soul to reclaim the treasures and those jewels and those gems and that gold that has been lost or buried or hidden or covered up or whatever it might be for your unique life and your unique circumstance. This is where you get to embark on that fun, invigorating, and exciting path of self-discovery to truly have that joyful experience of unearthing treasures within. Today's exercise is going to be a little bit different. It is one of the most interesting and exciting concepts that I have learned and applied to my life recently. And so what I'm going to be doing is teaching you a little bit about what I have learned. This is going to be working with our root chakra as well as our solar plexus chakra. And then I'm going to invite you to breathe into it just a little bit. So I'm going to teach you, try on some learning, and then breathe into it. Feel how that lands in your body. Maybe it's a yes. Maybe it's a, ooh, I'm not sure about that. Maybe it's a no. Whatever it is for you, and that sensation that comes forward in your body, can you listen to it? Can you honor it? If it is a no, what is the yes in your no? Have you ever thought about that? When there's a no, when there's a, ooh, that's not for me, whatever, in any area of life, whenever there's a, ooh, that's not for me, there's also a yes in there somewhere. So what is for you, right? If that's a no, why? Why is that a no? And what is your yes? What is for you? So when I say we're going to breathe into it later, that's what I am inviting in, is this opportunity for you to explore this teaching and how it lands in your own system, what your system says about what I'm about to share. So the topic here is safety. The topic is safety. One of the most important things as a trauma-informed breathwork facilitator, which for me, being trauma-informed as a breathwork facilitator means that I bring that trauma-informed lens to all other aspects of my business. So as a trauma-informed coach, as a trauma-informed entrepreneur, as a trauma-informed parent, having that trauma-informed education, one of the most important key pieces to cultivating a good experience for someone is safety. And safety on a foundational level, what does that mean? Safety means that you are taken care of, that you are in control a lot of times. A lot of us with a history of trauma, whether it be large or acute, right? That history that came from feeling out of control. And so we really have to cultivate this sense of safety, this sense of I am okay right here, right now, right? And that safety is located in your root chakra. What that means is literally the ground underneath me is solid. It is stable. It's not going to just fall out from underneath me, right? If it did, I would take care of that, right? Like I would react to that and I wouldn't be safe and I would take care of it, right? Like I would do whatever I need to do. But in this moment, in order for greater healing to be accomplished, we have to feel safe. And that safety comes and accesses in the root of our being. Do you follow? Feel how that feels in your system for a second. Does that feel true? Maybe you feel safe right now and you're like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I feel safe. Maybe you don't feel safe. Maybe you haven't felt safe in a long time, maybe years. If you're anything like me a few years ago, I didn't know what safety felt like. And so maybe you're like, oh, I don't know about that. Yeah, that's okay. Wherever you're at is exactly right. But that safety, that is where this comes down to being fed enough, right? Having access to water, having a roof over your head, that kind of security, financial security, those things need to be set before greater, not greater as in better than, but before greater healing can take place, yeah? But let's look at another edge of safety, okay? So let's say that this is established. You feel really safe, you feel really grounded, really connected to the earth. Let's look at another edge of safety. We're going to turn to the solar plexus here. The solar plexus is the seat of your power. This is where your power, your bigness, your big energy, there's a lot of emotional energy here. You get into the realm of empowerment, right? Taking big actions, bigger movements in life. When we get into the energy of the solar plexus, we have to release this sense of safety. which is kind of funny. I laugh because it's like safety is so important. It's key. It's number one, and it is the foundation of everything. Yes, and in order to take action in a big way, to tap into your inner power, you have to be willing to release this idea of safety. One other way you could look at this is comfortability. You have to be willing to release being comfortable, because safety and comfortable are not the same thing. So many of us feel unsafe when we take big actions in life, but what we're actually feeling is uncomfortable. We're feeling like we're entering into unfamiliar terrain, right? Safety is taken care of. We're fed, we're hydrated, we have a warm, cozy bed, right? We have people that love us. Like, that safety is established. And so we think, oh, I'm not taking action towards my goals. I'm not stepping out of my comfort zone because it's unsafe. Well, is it? It is. It is a little unsafe, right? Because people might reject you. People might think things about you that you don't want them thinking about you, right? There's this sense of, ooh, if I act in a big way, if I speak my truth, if I honor my voice, I won't be safe. Okay? Life isn't safe. Think about that for a second. Life isn't safe. Even food, right? Even like the stability of the ground can be taken away from someone, because life isn't always safe. And so while that safety is really important for certain aspects of life, in order to take action in a big way, and in order to show up in your life in a way that is momentous, is that a word? Momentous? That builds momentum, right? Towards your goals, towards making a higher income, towards changing your life, you have to recognize that life isn't safe, that you might fail, you might slip and fall on your face, right? You might feel like a fool, you might make a mistake, you might even be laughed at. All these things can feel very unsafe. Maybe you even physically get hurt, right? Maybe that action step that you're willing to take in order to achieve that dream, like maybe you actually get hurt. Maybe you want to snowboard from the top of a huge mountain, right? You might actually get hurt doing that. You have to be willing to release that sense of safety in order to step fully into your power and to know what you're capable of. All right? And so I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for a minute, if that feels safe, or if it doesn't feel safe, but you want to lean in a little bit and play with this. Closing down your eyes and then taking a deep inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Continuing that breath pattern in through your nose and out through your mouth. Just a really gentle and nourishing halo active. And then I invite you to feel down into your root chakra. Can you feel a sense of safety here? Just stability, balance, grounding. Whatever that feels like in your body, can you feel it? Perhaps even inviting in the mantra, I am safe. Also noticing if you don't feel safe, that's okay. Honoring yourself here. Even sometimes just closing your eyes and dropping into your body can feel very unsafe. That's okay. There's no pressure or need to do so. But if you can establish that felt sense of safety in your root chakra, I invite you then to breathe into your solar plexus. That space right above your belly button, right below your rib cage. And just notice what's present here. Notice this as the seat of your power. Perhaps visualizing a fire here, a flame. And then thinking about the thing that you want in your life right now, the thing that you do not yet have. Maybe just asking yourself, are you willing to step outside of your comfort zone into new and unfamiliar terrain? Are you willing to release this sense of safety to go after what it is you desire? Feel into that, into your solar plexus. Feel into that as you breathe. And maybe you don't know yet, and that's okay too. This all gets to be a journey. Beautiful. Taking a couple more rounds of breath here. Remembering you can always invite movement into these sessions. At any time, if your body desires to move, let it do so. Releasing that breath. And then gently making your way back into the space around you. And I invite you to take this concept to your journal, to really feel into it some more. If you had an aha moment, write that down. What was your aha? And remember that inside is cute, but action is drop dead gorgeous. I got that from my good friend and mentor, Allison. I say good friends like we're like friends in real life. I think she knows who I am, but I think of her as a good friend. She always says that. Inside is cute, but action is drop dead gorgeous. So whatever your aha moment is, beautiful. That's cute, right? That's cute. That's fun. That's a good little dopamine hit, right? Write that down in your journal. Write that down in your journal, but then how are you going to take action on that? Yeah, what are you going to do? Okay, maybe this landed for you. Maybe you understand, oh yeah, that totally makes sense. Safety in my root versus non-safety in my solar plexus. Yeah, but what are you going to do about it? What are you ready in your life, in this season that you are in? What are you ready to do? Do you need to cultivate more safety in your root? Do you need to spend some more time doing some grounding exercises to really establish that safety? Do you need to work on your finances, your nutrition? Or are you ready and desiring to step into uncertainty, to breathe into your solar plexus, to bring in some fire to your system, to step outside of your comfort zone? What are you ready for? Write that action down and then go take it. Yeah? All right, my friend. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know how it landed for you by dropping a comment below. If you have not already, be sure to subscribe so that we can keep this Atlantis channel growing, so that we can continue to help people reclaim their truest self. I'll be sure to follow along as well on Instagram at The Dakota Hunt, where you will most likely receive news the fastest about what we have going over here at the Atlantis channel. And I'll see you next time.